You've had the experience of being a talented young writer in a law firm, working for partners who were not probably nearly as talented as they thought they were as writers. It must have been a frustrating experience.
It can be frustrating. I think I did what most associates do. You recognize what the limits are of the partner that you're working with, and you work within those limits. That is your job, and that's what you're paid to do. To the extent that you can improve what they're doing, I certainly tried to, and I think I was able to develop a good enough rapport with most of the people I worked with to make some improvement. But there are almost always idiosyncrasies that they just don't get. They don't understand the problem with some of them. I didn't, actually at the time I was doing that, there weren't Bryan Garner seminars, or I would have sent them. I think that's almost the only solution to somebody in that circumstance, because as an associate you're not going to be able to convince them that there's a need to change some of these habits to be more effective. But somebody who can show that judges aren't receptive to these methods and that there are better ways of doing it, I think can make some headway. Perhaps buy them a copy of the winning brief.
What is your advice to someone who's feeling especially frustrated at working for a senior lawyer who's just not a very talented writer?
Well, I would never give up on your own writing style and skill. You may not be able to use it in every case that you're working on, but you have to continue to develop that yourself. I've also given your legal writing book, the gray one.
Legal Writing in Plain English?
Yes. I've given Legal Writing in Plain English to virtually all the law students or law clerks that have come through my office, because it's clear in its demands on people, and it also gives some good examples that people can try out that aren't necessarily the things they're working on at the office that day, but it's good and readily available. I think just continuing to hone your own skill while you bide your time until you're in charge of your own briefs will work.